You are now tuned in to Hits 92.3, where we take great pride in personal expression of one's feelings, thoughts, or ideals. What you're getting ready to hear on this show are the opinions of the hosts and their guests, and they do not reflect the opinions of Hits 92.3 radio station, the brand, management, staff, their respective advertisers, parent companies, or affiliates. Now stay tuned as this show begins in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The invention of television has made it possible for us to communicate through a combination of sights and...
Push a button, the world's yours. You know how they talk about the world getting smaller? Transcendent space.
You are now tuned in to Hits 92.3, where we take great pride in personal expression of one's
whole time. Ready for the stage like action, man. It's looking like it's showtime. I want this, you want that. Shorty talking about she want the whole nine. She feel it in the stomach, up and down, side to side, her whole spine. So divine, so kind, she's so 1+9. I said, oh me, oh my, she's so fixated by mine. Lives a life, she gon' make it. Head high, move like she never faded. Move like she never jaded. She's so fixated, her mind lost, her mind tainted. Drugs, money, and that entertainment. She's so fixated. Glitters of life, she's never faded. Money movement, she gon' make it. She's so dedicated. Oh, she fixated. Man, she gon' take it. Focus when I wrote this. Pass to the bag, baby, roll this. Going backwoods in the backwoods. Kissing gorilla fingers, don't choke, bitch. But I'm alright, don't blow this. She nervous shaking, she on the cold dish. She blooming soon like a lotus. Why you stuck on her? Nigga, focus. With my head high, slow to the whole shit. Don't peep nothing, don't know tits, don't know shit. This some cold shit. Blending the mind straight old bitch. On my mind bad, I never fold trick. You know you hate it, too late, can't escape it. So fixated, my mind lost, my mind tainted. Love honey and her entertainment, I'm so fixated. Glitters of life, I'm forever faded. Money moves, man, I'm gon' make it. I'm so dedicated. Am I fixated? Oh shit, what am I thinking?
What if I slide on the ops? Had to do a race with the cops. What if I didn't win right then? Took a couple L's, I'll be back again. Would you still let me play in your throat? Believe in my dream if I was broke. In a room full of niggas, would you still fold? Would you show me love if my heart was cold? When we fuck, I'm choke, you better not pass out. I been making moves, making plays, I'ma crash out. I just wanna play with the pussy. I just wanna lay with the pussy. I've been back and forth like a boomerang. I don't even sleep, but you the girl of my dream. Shot up on the scene with the pole on me. Pockets obese, yeah, I stay with the cheese. Paint up your walls, I'm about to spray. Going up the side, I been smoking all day. Blue strips don't fold, we gon' count them up. Slide up to the mall, we gon' run it up. Who gon' be my cheerleader? 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 Keep your eye on me, eye on me, eye on me. Keep your eye on me, eye on me, eye on me, eye on me. Keep your eye on me. And she gon' tell her friends I got that good dick. Take that dick. And they gon' say a prayer, make a wish. I been on the move like a GoPro. I can never lose, that's a no-no. Gas a nigga up, she my cheerleader. Pretty much she ugly when it dig in her. Every time I hit, I gotta repeat. Pull up on that ass like beep, beep. Give me a Y, give me a O, give me a U. Now I'm ready to go. Just tell me how you like her, baby, how you wanna roll. Just tell me what you want, baby, just like that is yours. You got to be my biggest fan and I mean it. Tell it to the world, baby, let me hear you scream it. Say it with your chest, say it with your chest. Baby, you the best, baby, you the best. Who gon' be my cheerleader? 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 Keep your eye on me, eye on me, eye on me. Keep your eye on me, eye on me, eye on me, eye on me. Keep your eye on me. Who gon' be my cheerleader? 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 Keep your eye on
in need of some tattoo therapy? Visit Studio 219 for your next tattoo or piercing. Studio 219 is located at 1900 Piedmont Road in Atlanta, just 1 mile from the Lindbergh train station. Studio 219 is open Monday through Saturday from 12 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. and closed every Sunday. Book your appointment today by visiting www.studio219ink.com. That's studio219inc.com. Make sure to follow 219 on Instagram for promotions and specials at Studio219ink. Studio 219. Let us fix your creative itch.
I just want to run my business and do ratchet shit with my friends, and that's it. That's it. That's it.
You are now tuned in to All Hustle and No Fear with your girl, the Hood Unicorn. Come on, let's go.
Back against the wall, last name against the rope. Middle finger stretched, if you're thinking it's a joke, tell my friends I'm about to blow, 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 about to blow.
Can we link up tonight? Drink some rock and Sprite tonight. My pussy is super tight. Couple years without taking pipe. I am squirting back to back. I made a mess over the floor. Moaning out loud, the neighbors banging on my door, but the pounding ain't gon' get it. You gotta put your tongue all up in it. Give me a better feeling shy, fucking your brain. You know you like it. Stop holding back, baby boy, don't try to fight it. Got a little insane, orgasm riot. I'm an Aries, baby daddy, you a Pisces. I'd rather make love than get a quickie. Love it when you're on top, go slow in me. And when we make love, it's a hell of a drug. I'm addicted to you like I'm a coke fiend now. Put it in your face, know you like the way it tastes. The way I scream your name in your ear, I wanna sing. Ooh, right there, don't stop, daddy. Feeling so good, riding you like a caddy. Beat it up like a porn star actor. Slurp it up, stimulate from my reaction. You know I like it rough, handcuffing me in action. So choke me up on your back, I do the scratches. On top of cars, up in these bushes. On these staircases, no fucks where we do it. Don't tell nobody what we do. I won't tell nobody what we do. Keep this between me and you. All of this between me and you. Let me fuck on you. LMF for you.
Oh, I love me some Shakira. What's up? What's up? What's up? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. This is your girl Sunshine Reigns, aka Griselda Blanca, aka Uni the Motivator, aka the party starter. But you tune in each and every morning because I am your Hood Unicorn. I'm here to wake you up in a positive way with some good motivation, some current events, and a whole lot of Sunshine stupid. Laughter. Okay, so we're gonna get this thing started. I'm jumping right into this thing. I'm jumping right into it. I'm not playing no games this morning, y'all. I tried. Y'all know I'm a good person at heart. I see the best in everybody. You know, I automatically believe the good in people. And my husband's the complete opposite. He automatically believes that y'all motherfuckers stink. And when I tell you everything in me wanted to believe this young lady from Alabama got abducted. Y'all from the jump had TikTok videos coming out the booty, just analyzing the scene, talking about it's no way what she said happened or what they saying happened could have happened. And I'm sitting up here like, you don't know yet. Let the girl get home and tell her story. When she walked in the house, here I am still. You don't know yet. Let the girl tell her story. Oh shit. They done started telling this damn story. And when I tell you, this girl is a Lifetime movie waiting to happen. And if she would have been any other race, this would be exceptionally funny. But the fact that she's black, we never get any coverage. We never get anybody trying to save us or rescue us. We never make the national news. The fact that when we finally do, this bitch lying. Oh, this just makes my taint itch. Oh, y'all, she just set us back to Jim Crow. Like, good googly moogly. From now on, they're actually going to wait the 48 hours before. I know what happened. I know what happened. She was sitting somewhere just cracking up, just like, this nigga gonna be sad because I'm missing and they gonna think he did it or whatever. Knock on wood, allegedly. Whatever it is that she thought she was about to do, whatever she thought she was about to get away with, somewhere she was sitting and scrolling through Instagram and said, God dang, this done got out of control. I'm going to have to go home. Now, first of all, it's a couple of lessons that we need to learn from this. One, they made way too many takings, ma'am. You shouldn't have used that. You shouldn't have used that movie, okay? Two, if you gonna do something, everybody knows you don't use your phone or your computer. When you start looking up how to bury a nigga, you supposed to go to the main library and go look it up on the library computers. And you still need to go through and clear the cache and the history on there. This is a reminder for everybody right now. Go through your phone and clear your cache and your history right now. Because when you die or if something happened to you, everybody don't need to know which Pornhub categories you like. I'm just saying, respectfully, everybody don't need to know. I keep saying, this is a business idea I have. I want to come up with a business where when you die, we get like the coroner calls us first, right? And we automatically come to your house and throw all of your electronics in the tub. Fill it with water so your family don't have to know the gross, disgusting, amazing shit that you looked up on Tube 8 or Brazzers or Pornhub. I'm just saying, any of those that you like, we don't need to know what you was watching, right? Y'all would pay for that service, right? Because I'd come through and I'd clear everything out because Lord knows when we found my father-in-law's phone, we flipped that phone about 4-5 times trying to see what was he doing here. I was like, sir, do you know what your dad was doing here? He said, it was my dad. I believe it. And his mom and aunties was like, let me see the phone. Hell no. No, you can't. I threw the I look just like Terrence Howard when he threw that phone clear across the room. You don't need to see this phone. This ain't the one for you. But yeah, unfortunately, this didn't turn out the way we wanted it to turn out. For all the people who said we wasted prayers, you can never waste a prayer. You can never waste a prayer. Y'all need to pray for this girl now. Now is the time to pray for this girl. And I'm just looking forward to all of the memes that are coming. Let me show y'all something. So I've got a couple of memes that done pulled up already. And when I tell you I'm cracking up, I am cracking up because y'all don't waste no time. Like y'all move like y'all don't have jobs, school work to do, nothing. Y'all be on it immediately. Somebody said when when Kevin Hart was on stage explaining this story right here, this was really old girl telling the FBI what happened. Here we go.
Sorry I'm late. I was on the highway and the fucking baby was running on the highway. Yeah, I know, right? Shit's crazy. So I get out the car, I start chasing the baby. In my mind, I'm like, why you running, baby? That's what I'm thinking, right? But I'm like, what do you do? Because I can't just grab the baby and throw the baby in the car. That's kidnapping. I fuck around, go to jail. I got a little butt. I'll get raped. I know they'll fucking rape me in jail. I ain't trying to get raped. So I had to make a decision. I was like, shit, what do I do? So I decided to adopt the baby. What I did was, I downloaded this app on my iPhone, this Adopt the Baby app, right? I put the barcode on the baby head. Boop. That way the baby knew he was my baby. I put the baby in the car. I go to pull off. I turn around. A deer was running towards the car. So I'm like, oh, shit. This deer is about to eat the baby. That's what I'm thinking, right? But then I look closer. I noticed the front part of the deer was a deer. The back half was a zebra. It was half deer, half zebra. So I'm like, oh, shit. It's a deer, bro. Like, that's what I'm thinking. It's a fucking deer, bro. So I call a zoo. I'm like, yo, it's a fucking deer, bro, out here on the highway. He was like, what's that? I was like, half deer, half zebra. He was like, did you just make that up? I was like, I think so. He said, well, bring it down. So I get down there. He sees it. He's like, oh, shit. It's half deer, half zebra. I said, that's what I was trying to tell you on the phone. It's a deer, bro. He was like, okay, what do you want? Do you want money for it? I said, no. I don't have that type of time. I got to get back to the car because my new son is in the car by himself. So I get back to the car. Turns out the baby that I thought was a baby wasn't a baby. It was a grown-ass man with Benjamin Button disease. Let me tell you how I figured this out. I figured this out when I got to the car, the baby woke up. I was like, hey, I'm your new dad. I just adopted you. He was like, you ain't my dad, bitch. I'm 65. I said, God damn. He said, I got a disease. I was like, you got that Benjamin Button.
Funny as hell. Okay, Kevin Hart is funny as shit to me. For everybody who say that he is corny or whatever else, and that's fine. His corny ass got money, and I've been called corny a couple of times. And guess what? I want money. It sounds to me like corny people get paid. That's what that sound like to me, but maybe I'm just wrong. Anyways, okay, so we've got some comments here. Somebody said, why she just ain't blaming pregnancy on him? Like, she could have saved a whole FBI investigation by just saying she was pregnant, because the boyfriend came out and already stated, hey, look, I ain't got nothing to do with this. He knew that bitch was crazy. She was by somebody else said, why was she watching Taken when she should have been watching Gone Girl Gone? I'm like, Let me tell y'all something. What we ain't about to sit up here and do on Keke Palmer's internet is bring down no another black girl. We not, but we are gonna play this video first, because this shit right here is funny as hell too. Here we go.
And for Courtney Bryant, police officers in Alabama say Russell called 911 last Thursday. They say that she was calling to report a child wandering off the interstate. 2 days later, after a massive search, she returned home. Officers say before she disappeared, Russell took a robe and toilet paper from her job. She then grabbed food, got on the interstate, and called 911. Police say they also found several suspicious searches on her phone.
That don't make no damn sense. I already knew she was lying from the beginning. I went out there and we finna search for her and stuff on the highway with the police. I don't even like to be around the police. I got so many warrants out for me. But as soon as we went out there and I started hearing the information, they talking about the wig came off. I already knew it was a lie. I done got drugged by Keisha so many times. Like my wig off now, because JJ did, but he purposely tried to pull the wig off. Ain't no kidnapper. The kidnapper wants you to look a little good. He ain't finna just pull the wig off. I already knew it was she was playing from the beginning. Then I tried to tell my friends and my family. I'm just like, she playing, we out here. I left. Soon as I seen the wig, heard about the wig. In my head, I seen it. It was off rip, Jace. All right, she playing. She was hurt. She just on her crazy stuff. I be on my crazy stuff all the time, so I already knew from that. I did that too. I done checked myself into the hospital for JJ, my boyfriend, and all that. This life. Yeah, but she played with the internet. It really sad. She played with the police, but they play with us, so I don't really feel bad for the police. But it's really ridiculous. But I'm glad she back home and stuff. I gotta go, because he gonna think I'm out here cheating now.
My bad. I'm in the back talking shit to TikTok. Y'all know, y'all can always watch my TikTok or my Instagram, whichever one I'm on, for behind the scenes. This girl right here, she be doing a lot of news stories, like news skits and shit like that. She is hilarious, okay? I absolutely love her. She is so funny. But look, Carly, I heard you at AKA, and that AKAs be going missing, because that's why we don't see Kamala no more. And I just want to say, is this really an AKA thing? Because for real, I ain't seen Kamala since she called Joe and said, "We did it, Joe. We did it." And when Joe was vice president, he was always around Obama. It was Obama at the podium and Joe in the background. You ain't seen Kamala for shit nowhere. Even when Cheeto was president. Oh boy, Pence was right there. Remember when they had the video with the fly sitting on Pence's head? Pence always was around. We don't never see Kamala. Why is y'all hiding the black lady? What y'all do with her? Where is she at? I don't know nothing. And I'm into politics, y'all. I don't know nothing about what she's working on or what her agenda is. And vice presidents have things that they be working on too, that they be trying to get done. What's she trying to get done? Cause what? I don't know. Where is she? I don't know. Everybody up here cracking up. They cracking it. Nah, look, I was curious. All right, y'all, we about to go ahead and get this thing-a-langin'. Today is Thursday, and on Thursday, we either talk about Florida or we talk about WIDs. And I don't have any cannabis stories today, so we are going to be talking about Florida. It's a couple things going down in Florida, and it's Florida. It's Florida. We're going to talk about a lady who kidnapped her own baby from the ICU. And Florida. We also gonna talk about the fact that it's a Japanese steakhouse in Florida that's serving meth sushi, and I'm just wondering, like, did you have to have a code word, or was y'all just passing out meth sushi to everybody? Because I don't like meth in my sushi. Maybe a little bit of mushrooms, sometimes a cannabis, but I ain't never ordered meth with my sushi. And if that's on the menu, I don't want that. Later on in the day, we have weird science. You know, I can pick up anybody with a science fact. You know what I'm saying? Go sit at the bar, use some science to talk about how smart you are. You can get a man, you can get a woman like that. I'm telling y'all, stop asking what's your name, what's your size. You know, tell them something about science. Like, did you know that light has sound? We're going to talk about the Aurora Borealis. I know if I don't say the word right, just blame it on the fact that my tongue fat. But we're going to talk about the Aurora Borealis, and it's making noises, and people have recorded that. So that's pretty cool. That's one of those things that I want to see with my own eyes before I die. Speaking of eyes, we're also going to talk about the fact that they are building a new telescope, and it is about to be the biggest telescope in the world. We'll talk about that. And it was something else on science that we was going to talk about too, but I got to look it up and see. Y'all just stay tuned. And later on in the day, if we have enough time, we're also going to do some Ask the Hoods, okay? And depending on how time run, I might play a old story that I want to bring back because I want you guys to go back and watch it. So this is All Hustle No Fear on Hits 92.3, the real definition of internet radio. Around the 9 or so clock hour, we'll be playing the winner of our music video contest, so you make sure you stay tuned for that. But right now, we're going to play a quick music video. I'm going to get ready for these stories, and you're going to stay tuned. What you actually going to do is you're going to go tell a friend to tune in and be like, you need to be watching All Hustle No Fear. You need to be downloading the app. You need to be paying attention because Sunshine got something to say, and it be good shit. And I wake you up positively. Okay, some of y'all is waking up looking at the person next to you being like, ugh, and then the rest of your day is bad. You know what I'm saying? No, you got to wake up with a smile. Wake up next to me, with me. Wake up with me. Here's Nephew Jones and Moonshine right here on Hits 92.3, the real definition of internet radio. Ew.
Oh, yeah. I see you over there. You got your cup in your hand. You might be sipping on a little Taylor Port. You got a little gin and juice. You might even have you a cold beer. But down here in Charleston, let me tell you how we like to do it. We got the moonshine in the trunk. Oh, that's something right there. We got some moonshine in the trunk. Yes, sir, yes, sir. So if you wanna get drunk, we got some moonshine in the trunk. Sing it with me, y'all. We got some moonshine in the trunk. Got some moonshine in the trunk. We got some moonshine in the trunk.
as nothing is given, everything is earned. Hardworking blue-collar individuals sticking together. Shop WeMidwestKids.com.
All right, we're back. That was Moonshine in My Trunk by Nephew Jones. Y'all make sure y'all check him out. That song is really dope. It's definitely a cookout song. It's definitely something that you can go ahead and be aunt to and be auntie to. You know, get your little groove on your little two-step and do your little dancey dance and stuff like that. So definitely check that out. All right, y'all. It's time for What the Fuck, Florida? What? The first thing we're gonna start with Florida is I saw a Twitter today, and I gotta go investigate it before I really do a story on it. But it said that Florida has updated its laws and stuff like that, what you allowed to say as far as African American history. So they done updated it now, where when they talk about slavery, they're gonna say that slaves acquired skills that would be helpful for them in the future. Slaves acquired skills, as if I was at work and they offered me to get a CDL upgrade or a CDL license or some shit like that. Like, what? It's how you say things to people. It's not just what you say, it's absolutely how you say it. There's a complete difference between saying these people were slaves and these people were indentured servants. And if you think I'm lying, go read a Texas history book, because they're changing it to say that we migrated, that people from Africa migrated to America, the Great Migration. Okay, so you know, we're there you go for that. Make sure you read your kids' history books. How about that? Okay, all right, so let me tell you about this Florida mom. She ain't gonna be reading no kid history book no time soon. Kendra Green was arrested after she stabbed 3 hospital workers with a kitchen knife and took her baby from the neonatal intensive care unit. The incident happened at HCA Florida Palms West Hospital in Loxanahatchee. That's where it was. That's the word I'm sticking with. Green, who is 31 years old, went to the ICU and went to the NICU and unhooked the 3-day-old infant from the breathing tube. Okay, first of all, if a baby is on a breathing tube, this baby was small. This baby needed lung help, and you done took the baby off the breathing tube. And I know she wasn't gentle about it. I done watched enough episodes of ER to know when the baby in the NICU, they sensitive. You got to pull that thing out slow. I bet you she just ripped it out and just disrespectful. When the hospital workers tried to stop her, she waved a knife and stabbed them. The baby was not injured, but 3 workers were taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Okay, first of all, I hope y'all weren't taken to a hospital and y'all was already in the hospital. I really hope that it was some nurses on the floor who knew how to treat a stab wound. That's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping that whoever wrote this the first time just really didn't think about what they were saying. Because me personally, I would have been like, her colleagues came into the rescue and saved her in time. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Whatever. Green was later arrested and charged with 5 counts, including battery with a deadly weapon, child neglect, and resisting arrest without violence. So I guess she fought back, but she didn't fight back, I guess. I don't know. Let's see. We got some comments here on TikTok that I need to state. Somebody said, 1, you can't erase history. And somebody else said, they making slavery sound like trade school. And that might be the funniest shit I've heard in a while. Because, wow. Okay, bet. Here's another one, and this one's out of Florida too, but I specifically wanted to talk about this one because I know a lot of y'all do this. I've done it before. So y'all know the neti pots? Do you know what a neti pot is? A neti pot, it looks like a little teapot or whatever, or tea kettle, and you're supposed to put filtered water in it. Or my parents, when I was growing up, they would tell us to get what's the water that start with a D? shit, I can't think of it right now, but you can buy it in the grocery store. But you're supposed to get that kind of water and put in it, and then you put it in one nostril, and then it does something in your nose, go through it, and all of the phlegm and the mucus and everything else comes out the other side. Okay. Not Dasani, distilled. There we go. Distilled. Yes, you're supposed to use distilled water. Okay. Well, somebody in Florida got a neti pot and she didn't use distilled water. Listen to this. A person in Charlotte County, Florida has died after being infected with a rare brain-eating amoeba called Naegleria fowleri. The amoeba is commonly known as a brain-eating amoeba because it causes a brain infection when water contaminated with the amoeba goes up the nose. Okay, only about 3 people in the United States get infected with Naegleria fowleri each year, but these infections are usually fatal. The initial symptoms of the infection can include headache, fever, nausea, or vomiting. However, the infection quickly progresses and can lead to death within a few days. Naegleria fowleri is found in warm, fresh water such as lakes, rivers, and hot springs, and can be found in tap water that has been contaminated with warm, stagnant water. And that's what happened to this young lady. She used some tap water in this bad boy, and she filtered out her nose, and she might have been able to breathe, but she ain't gonna breathe no more. She ain't gonna breathe again. There is no cure for this infection. Okay. However, there are steps that you can take to reduce your risk of infection. Avoid swimming in warm, fresh water, especially if the water is stagnant. So if you've ever been on my TikTok and I tell y'all I don't get in rivers, lakes, streams, oceans, none of that, because of the little amoeba that's in there, the little shit that's in the water that I can't see, and I don't care. You can't close up all your holes. You can't close up your holes. You can't close up the holes down there, whether you a man, a woman, a him, shim, thee, they, it, or whatever. Everybody got holes down there that they can't close up. You got holes in your ears that you can't close up, and you can't close up your nose. Y'all can get in the water all y'all want and say you kept your mouth closed, but something is going to go in a hole somewhere. And once it do, it's a wrap. And I'm good. I might put my feet in the water, but otherwise I'm staying my ass up on the beach where it is safe, because you can't see what's in the water. If you swim in warm, fresh water, avoid getting the water up your nose. Right now in Florida, they said that the water temperature is around 100 degrees, that it is thick and soupy and hot. Stay y'all ass out that Florida water right now, because it's some shit that's brewing in that water that ain't never brewed before. Water changes temperatures, and I promise you, stuff start growing because the temperature went up 2 degrees or down 2 degrees. Okay, I'm telling you, this ain't what you want to do. Do not use tap water to rinse your sinuses. Use distilled water. Go to the Walmart, get the baby water. Use that. That's clean water. But please do not use tap water to rinse your sinuses or your kids, because sometimes people do this to their kids. I've done it to my son once. Don't use clean water. Don't be lazy, okay? And don't just boil the water, because I feel like when you boil the water, you don't have anything to filter it after you boiled it. So you just boil all the dead shit to the bottom of the pot. Right? Am I wrong? I don't know. Whatever. If you may have been exposed to Naegleria fowleri, it is important to see a doctor immediately. There are some treatments that may be effective if the infection is caught early, but you're gonna die. You're gonna die. They already said it. I'm not trying to be funny. They already said it. If you catch it, you gonna die. Ain't nothing. You might die a little slower, but you being taken out. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. Okay, so here we go. We got another one. Now, I love sushi. I'm not telling my husband about this story because it ain't no way in hell he gonna eat sushi if he hear this story. But before I do tell this story, did y'all see that lady who made some oxtail sushi? Black people, black people, black people. When I tell y'all, I absolutely love the way y'all will take another culture's food and not only take it and remix it, but you remix it right. Woo! The way this sushi looked, I posted it in my stories on my personal page, Hood Unicorn Official. It's not private. I just post stupid shit on there, so I keep it away from my business page. But baby, the way that sushi looked, I want some. She fried a plankton and put it in there, and then she put some avocado in that bad boy, and she chopped up that neck bone. Ooh, that oxtail. Oh, I would try that. Yes. Anyways, here go to Meth Sushi. I'm not trying this. The Japanese steakhouse and sushi bar in question is called Nico Japanese Steakhouse, and it's located in Pace, Florida. Don't go running trying to go try this because I told y'all where it is. Don't y'all do that. Don't y'all do that. And I know y'all like that. Y'all would. And will order some Meth Sushi. Y'all ain't right. On June 9th of 2023, 7 people were hospitalized after eating at the restaurant. The Santa Rosa County Sheriff's Department investigated the incident and found that 2 soy sauce bottles, as well as unopened packets of soy sauce, contained methamphetamine. The investigative report also contained statements from employees saying that a co-worker was acting erratically the day people became sick. The employees believe that this co-worker may have accidentally contaminated the food with methamphetamines. The restaurant was temporarily closed while the investigation was ongoing. However, it has been permanently shut down on July 13th of 2023. The owners of the restaurant released a statement saying that they were heartbroken by the incident and that they would have never intentionally served food that was contaminated. Y'all, it take one duck to fuck up something great. You know what I'm saying? One person messed up everybody's job at this restaurant, put 3 people in the hospital for meth. Now they gotta come down off of a high they ain't never had before. Cause meth, that's a different kind of high. You know what I'm saying? Meth is a different, you take meth and you start doing shit like this. You know, meth is different. That's not they didn't just give somebody some cocaine or some cannabis. They gave them meth. Like Jesus and crackers. That's strong there, sir. Good googly moogly. All right, y'all. That's all we got on Florida today, but we got some more great show for you today. I'm gonna go ahead and play a song, and then after that I've got a recap for you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and pull this recap. So a couple of weeks ago I had the pleasure of being able to find, because I saw her going viral on TikTok. I had the pleasure of being able to find Constance Every. If you don't know who Constance Every is and you live in Knoxville, Tennessee, I need you to know who Constance Every is. She is a young lady running for mayor. She's running for mayor in Knoxville. If you don't know anything about me, my father is a mayor. My father's a mayor up in Ohio. And so the position means a little bit to me. It's kind of close to me. So I've definitely over my career have seeked out different individuals that I would like to help them bring light. Now, I'm not endorsing or not endorsing anybody. I'm just bringing more awareness to people who deserve it. So this is a quick 10-minute little video or whatnot of a recap of the conversation that we had. But you can definitely go on my YouTube page, All Hustle, No Fear. Make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on notifications and share. Share it. That means so much more. Share it. But you can hear the whole conversation that I had, the whole interview that I had with Constance, and just, her position, how she feels about why she wanted to run for mayor, and just, different questions that I had to ask her. So I'm going to go ahead and play that now. If you are in Knoxville, please, please, please vote. Okay? I'm tired of having this conversation with people about why they don't vote. And I've given you way too many different reasons on why you should vote. All right. And I'm talking about voting from anything from the judges. And I'm giving you reasons why you got to vote for judges. Remember the story that I told y'all about with Chaz, where he was a 15-year-old boy and he got married to a 32-year-old woman? A judge signed off on that, y'all. Like, he didn't just go and try to get married to this woman. He had to first get permission from his parent. His parent went with him to court, and they got permission from a judge, and the judge signed off on it. I don't want that. I don't want to vote for that judge again to be judicial. I don't like the way your brain works. I think you kind of stupid. So that's why we got to vote for judges. Okay? We got to vote for the mayor. We got to vote. What's going on in Florida? They changing the laws of how we can talk about history. Not only that, I told y'all DeSantis asshole done changed the law where he can still run for president while being governor. Any other state, you got to give up your governor's seat to run for president. Not DeSantis asshole. Not him. He changed the laws. Y'all got to vote, please. Because if you don't vote, in the next 50 years, we could all be going back to 1919 again. And think I'm lying. Y'all think this is funny. But it ain't. It's a whole new generation of people who can't read cursive. If you can't read cursive, can you tell me what the hell the Declaration of Independence actually says? Or do you have to believe whatever somebody interpreted to say for you? That's the problem y'all got with the Bible right now. Y'all believe in King James Version, and I don't necessarily know that King James put the shit in there that was supposed to be in there. Y'all might be supposed to listen to the King Tyrone version, but that's just me. That I'm a questioner. I'm a questioner. Okay, but here goes Constance Every and what we talked about. So y'all make sure y'all check this out, and like I said, you can go on YouTube and you can catch the whole story. Here we go. And I want to first say that you are the epitome of no fear. Yeah. Thank you for your service. First of all, my first question to you is, as a vet and knowing the that underlining thing that you know as a vet about the government, about United States, about what we doing somewhere else and everything else, does that play into why you want to be in politics?
I believe it's a yes and no answer there. First off, can y'all hear me pretty good? Am I coming in well? Am I coming in solid?
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, you're good. You're nice and strong.
Cool. Okay. Yeah. I think it's a yes and no to that question. Of course, my service was in Afghanistan, and when I was in Afghanistan, of course, we saw where we were dealing with a civilian war, where it was United States military versus Afghanistan civilians. And of course, as in any country with any of its local demographic, its population, its home front, its homeland people, anytime a foreign policy is coming in and telling you you're getting ready to lay down or get down, basically, there's always going to be this given or this understanding of natural resistance to be approached with that. And so for me, that was the first red flag. We're not even fighting another military. We're fighting civilians who are saying they want to keep their way of life. And no, they don't want the American culture and way of life imposed upon them.
This is going to be a very direct question.
I like
what
it like
is it about India Kincaid that ruffles your feathers? I'm talking about India getting it from you, and you ain't trying to hide your distaste, your distrust, your absolute disdain for this woman. What is it that she's not doing for Knoxville? Because it's not for you. I know it's not a you thing. It's that you don't see where she's doing what she said she was going to do. Okay.
India Kincaid grinds my gears because she is what I call the typical American politician now. They are big sellers. Well, first things first, start first. They get on these party tickets. So she claims to be a Democrat, even though her father was a well-known, her last name's Kincannon. So I tell you all the time, look up her father. Her father is a well-known Republican, so well-known that he actually held an administrative cabinet position in the George Bush administration era when she was growing up. So first off, I start off by saying, I don't know if India is really a Republican as much she may be, a Democrat as much she may be a Dixiecrat, because, you know, the Republican strongholds, you'll find that they will cross over to the Democratic parties as a way to infiltrate their party loyalty ships and become what I call Dixiecrats, where they try to play the two sides of the fence.
And is that why you said that you wouldn't mind running Republican?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind running Republican, just the principle of it all, to run against her on her Democrat ticket. Absolutely. And here we are unfolding with everything I said India was going to be, because she championed CCM platform about being for poor people, about being for working class people, about improving things like police brutality and community police oversight, about really addressing housing and food and medical disparities in our community. That's what this platform stood for. But India did not sincerely stand for any of that. And since day one she's got in office, she has done nothing but destroy Black neighborhoods with gentrification and urban removal. She has terrorized our homeless community with homeless camp teardowns. And of course, Tennessee passed homelessness as a felony in our state. So that just gave her more backbone to do what she's doing in our community when it comes to the homeless and terrorizing them. She has allowed police brutality to run rampant through our community. They murdered a 17-year-old high school student, Anthony Thompson Jr., in the Black high school, Austin East High School.
Hold on. Why don't, what is it about uncontested running that just gets it for you that you don't like? And how can we fix it?
Uncontested running is bogus. It's not fair to the voters. It's not fair to the election process. It's not fair to this country's democracy. We are supposed to have a competition for a seat that is supposed to be representative of the people's time, people's business, and people's money. So it grinds my gears when I see one person uncontested on the ballot, because we know off rip whether this person is or isn't qualified, whether this person really can or cannot meet the demands and requests of all of his constituents and representation. The reality is that we are getting someone without real challenges to those particular concerns, and more importantly, whatever this person is or is not, or by default whatever they will or will not do, is going to be our candidate, our representation for whatever time frame that seat holds. And to fix that, I think that it should just be a flat out requirement that if it is not if there is not at least two contestants is running the race, I'm not for sure how we got to word this, but we got to get away where at least minimum two people are required to run in a race, or that seat is somehow defaulted off for a runoff seat automatically, or something of that nature. But
what places do you see doing community policing correctly, and who would you want to model Tennessee after, Knoxville after?
So I don't like the word policing. I was reading an article recently actually about this, and I agree. I agree with this, that the word police alone has its own constituents, stipulations, and other factors to it. And so I think the proper word now is that we need to find a way to provide better community safety or public safety. And so therefore, when I look at those particular models, I like what I see down in the Philadelphia area with some of their violence interruption programming. I like Dade, Miami County, what they have done with some of their violence interruption options. Brooklyn, New York has a very good violence interruption program. In some parts of LA, in the Oakland and Compton area, they have some really good violence interruption programs. And the key thing about it is that that's just the thing. They're not policing their communities. They're offering safety to their communities. I know some of y'all are a fan of the Chi. I'm sure y'all seen on the Chi where they had their version of a violence interruption up and running, where they were calling to the church, and the church was sending out violence interrupters to interrupt the situation, whatever that may be. And of course, these type of models have great success and failures to it too. I hate to say there is quote unquote no perfect model or one size fits all type model. I think that there's a dynamic of multiple models, and depending on your area and your community's issue around gun violence, we can see how to approach that. For Knoxville, for example, one of the biggest issues for us and for all the communities that we're talking about, poverty is still a rooted issue in all of these. And then the second factor, when you have poverty, especially in Knoxville, our community also lacks youth enrichment. We don't have anywhere for our kids to go. And so I know for a fact those are two key centerpieces when you talk about community safety, public safety, and what does that look like for various communities and violence interruption. These two things, I think, on the government side have to be addressed immediately to make the work easier for the violence interruption and the folks in the grassroots trench work, doing the boots on ground work as we speak.
Yeah, if they don't have nothing to do, they gonna do something. Yes, girl, you be giving him hell. And I love it. I love it. I love it. So let me ask you this though, because this is a real question, because you have to work with these people, right? If you become mayor, when you become mayor, because we're gonna speak it into existence, when you become mayor, these people, they have to help you get your agenda done. So how do you mend that relationship so that they don't feel like the ops? Like, how do you make it so that y'all can get something done? Because you snapping on these folks. I mean, the one dude, you told him straight to his face, under my administration, you ain't got no job. So
out here, he is out of here. That's the truth. True statement. I'm going to fire Paul Noel. So y'all heard it here again. I am going to fire the police chief of Knoxville, period. And I don't care who get mad about it. I'm going to do that. That man does not deserve to be here. But long story short, first off, is that the beauty is that the charter. So the city charter is written where actually the mayor has autonomous control over a lot of things, like the budget, agenda items, things of that nature. Things do come to the council for certain votes, and there's even special voting where even at times, depending on the council and how it's split, the mayor can even have a vote on the matter, believe it or not. And so obviously knowing some of the charter powers that come with the mayorship, there will be, in some people's opinion, they may feel like it's a hostile takeover, but it's not. It's doing what we have to necessarily do to change the direction and the agenda of the city, where it's devastating more people than it is actually helping. More are being impacted while few are truly benefiting from the matter. And then, of course, let's be real, they're going to act different too. Like, they're going to act different. We know that. Like, we know how they're acting with India versus how they're going to act when I'm sitting up there too. And I do expect maybe at times for some rebuttal, for some disagreements, but I've already adamantly said that I am open to public participation in our city's initiatives. And so if there is a time where the council and I cannot agree, then I am more than happy to host a special vote and let the public decide on what we're going to do going forward. I plan on.
All right. We're back. Yeah, that was an amazing interview with Constance Every. And right there, as you can see, it's just a couple of snippets of some of the conversation that we had. I think there are a lot of people around the United States right now who are really feeling that itch to serve their community and to serve the community in a way that they feel has been underserviced. A lot of what she was saying was that she wants to address situations that for so long have been under addressed because of the fact that these people don't have enough money. These people can't do something for you. These people aren't seen as desirable, but these people are the people in our community who need help. So, if there's anybody else out there, whether you have a political campaign, you're running for something, or whether or not you know somebody that needs to be on my radar, y'all know me. If you just drop it in my Instagram, in my DM, I'll go look at it and I'll figure out who these people are and why I need to know them. You know what I'm saying? For real. So shout out again to Constance Every. You can support her by going to tn4everyone.com or .org. I think it might be. Hold on, let me type it in real quick. I'll tell you what it is. It's TN for every EVER1.com. Let's try .com. Is that no, not TN. Is that it? Yes, it's tn4everyone.com. Okay, you can learn everything that you need to learn about her. You can she's watching now. Ha! Constance, hey babe, how are you doing? So I just played a recap of your interview, and I was just letting everybody know that it's getting really close to time to vote. If you are in Knoxville, come on, let's get out. Let's do what we need to do. And like I said, this young lady is for the people. She's addressing the issues that y'all have, and not just the people who can help put a new baseball park or football field or whatever else in the city. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to her. And like I said, if you want more information or you want to see the entirety of the of the interview, all you got to do is go to allhustlenofear.com. I mean, that too. It's on allhustlenofear.com as well. But all you have to do is go to All Hustle No Fear on YouTube, and you can see that video in its entirety. And it's great. She is a very dynamic speaker. You want to listen to her. Like you hear the passion oozing out of her, and that's what made me stop and watch her videos. Like I was just going through her videos, and she was cussing they ass out, and I was like, yes, call them out, baby. I love it. So that's what that was. So if you are out there, if you are my winner hit me up in my DM, and he said that he's at work, fuck that job, and he can't get on, but his brother, who is also in the music video, is watching. So if you are the brother and you are watching, there's a link in the comment section. You're going to hit that link, and you'll be able to introduce your video right after this this section. I'm going to play some what do I want to do? How do I want to do this? Constance, if you want to come on and talk, you have to go to YouTube. Go to YouTube, click the link. It says join the conversation, and you can definitely come up and get on your soapbox. Go for it. Because I know August, what is it, like August 5th or something like that? August 9th that y'all have to vote. It's coming up fast. Okay. So definitely take your opportunity. Come on here. We on YouTube right now. All Hustle No Fear. Click it say join the conversation, and it'll let us be able to see you and talk to you. Okay. So go ahead and do that. You know what? Since that's what's going on, I'm going to give her a chance to come over. August 9th, early vote. I knew it was August. Baby, I'm keeping up. I know. While we give her a chance to come over, because Constance is on my Instagram right now, and she's watching. So I think she's about to jump over to YouTube and join the conversation and talk to us. So I'm going to give her a chance to do that. And what we're going to do is, instead of going to weird science real quick, we're going to go ahead and, always mic'd up. You're here too. Okay. Well, look, you know what? Let's do this. Right. Here we go. Always mic'd. Go ahead and click the link so I can see you. I don't know if that's Constance or if that's my contest winner. Let's see who that is. And depending on who that is will depend on what we do next. All right. How about that? Let's see. Oh, it's Constance. Okay, go ahead, Constance. Come on, click the link. You see it? I put it up there. You can see it. Click that link right there. If I need to drop it again, I'll drop it again. So it's towards the bottom. And yeah, there you go. Click the link, Constance, and then we'll be able to see you pop up real quick. Yes. And I don't like empty talking. So what do I want to play? I'm gonna play y'all something real quick while we wait for Constance to come. Here's Chico Fue, because it's only a minute long. Here's Chico Fue with 8 shots. We'll be right back. Right? Is she clothed? She got clothes on. I'm not worried about Constance. It be y'all men where I got to be like, y'all make sure y'all got y'all clothes on. I know Constance is dressed. I'm not worried about that. All right, y'all. Here's Chico Fue with 8 shots while we wait for Constance to join the conversation. Here we go.
Chico!
Yeah. Hey, I just got hit 8 times, I'ma do what I do. Pussy nigga, get your paper, I ain't worried about you. You niggas cuffing on these hoes when they really want you. My bitch home washing bloody money, she gon' iron it too. Niggas ratting like it's cool, my shit just hit the news. Swear to God I'm out here grinding cause I only want blues. Niggas turn, she go bionic, doctor added the screws. I'm getting busy cooking up and I'm still in ICU. I'm contemplating retaliation, nigga, what should I do? This shit brought me back to prison, got me rocking the blues. I ain't rocking with no bunkie, give me a private room. Nurse just took me on a date, she know I got the juice. Why I'm eating bullshit when baby feeding me fruits. My ex trying to get me the spoon, but I don't do the cahoot. But 30 bench truck off the lot and everything still brand new. Tried to piece me up like 50, all I did was recruit. Yeah, they tried to wet me up. Let me up. They was only coming in, they tried to set me up. Cause I don't give a fuck. The money coming in, they They try to wet me up. I start to chase a nigga, cause I ain't give a fuck. The money coming in, a nigga wet me up. I started chasing a nigga, cause I ain't give a fuck.
Hey, listen, we got Big Yada in the building. For y'all don't know who Big Yada is, that's my security. She taking real good care of me. And then we got this nigga, he want ice cream and cake. They ain't want me to walk, they ain't want me to live. But guess what? We did it.
And I'm very glad that you survived, Chico. I don't think I would have made it. Let me tell you something. When I found out Chico was in the hospital, that same month, I had already lost 2 other friends. I don't think I would have made it if I would have lost Chico too. And not because we're just that close, but just because, God, dog, man. 3? Good googly moogly. All right, so we got Constance here. We're going to pull her up.
Yeah.
Constance, how you doing, baby?
I'm doing well. Thank you so much for having me on the air real quick one time again. I appreciate you continuing to follow the campaign and giving it mad love on your platform. Shout out to Hustle No Fear, for real, for real.
Yeah, thank you. First of all, let me say this, and I know this is some girly shit, but your dreads stay clean, folks. What's up with the freshman? I got new growth every time you see me. What's up?
Yeah, you gotta stay fresh for the campaign trail. I hate to say it, but when you are a Black candidate and you wear your hair naturally, you have to unfortunately take in the optics of your look. And of course, of course it looks good on us. Our hair fresh to death, anyways. But of course, I got to keep maintain my appearances because unfortunately, we know the constituents of the white demographic particularly judge us off our hair. So that's part of the focus and motivation. That hair fresh, yeah.
Well, tell us what's been going on in the campaign. Tell us what we need to know. You know what I'm saying? And of course, early voting starts August 9th. So if you haven't voted, you can start vote. Oh, where'd she go? Come back, Candace. She'll come right back. I'm not worried about it. She's gonna come right back. But we're gonna keep talking to her. And what's on my shirt? It seems shroomy. Oh, this is from one of the artists that I play, Mr. Al. This is his stuff. So yeah. Here she's back. There she go.
My bad. Sorry. Yeah, I got these notifications coming in. Let me mute myself.
Tell them you on the radio.
Yeah.
Oh, you're doing some good stuff right now. Yeah. Leave me alone. I'm doing something.
Right.
All right. So tell us what's been going on the campaign.
So update. We are, like you said before, getting ready to enter into early voting. August 9th is our opening date. July 31st is the deadline for registration. August 29th is election day. We are rolling out our first debate. Actually, I'll make my debut debate today with the Norwood Community Organization. Myself and 2 additional candidates that are the challengers will be present. Unfortunately, the incumbent will not be present at this particular debate. Again, the politicking, or what I call the politicking is on in Knoxville, Tennessee. I am quite the challenger on the table. And so there are interest groups who are doing the best that they can to shield the incumbent from a stage platform with me. And so
bring that ass over here, girl.
Right.
Come to the front of the congregation. We got some questions.
Well, it's a disservice to the voters, obviously, right? Like, the voters are the ones who deserve the transparency. They're the ones that deserve to hear the issues debated out loud in front of their supposed future leaders. And so, yes, to me, that is who's been cheated the most in this particular narrative is the voters, unfortunately. But long story short, she can't dodge me forever. We will eventually have our debut. That will be in August, I believe, August the 3rd. The League of Women Voters, several of the Greek organizations, Black Greek organizations particularly, and some of the other voter watchers and those types of organizations are organizing this particular debate that's coming up next month. So hopefully the first week of August, we will eventually have our debut debate. But since in the meantime of that, we have been doing our groundwork and our constituent voter population demographic focus. As I highlighted from our first interview, my demographic has always been the poor, particularly the Black poor, the homeless poor, and the white poor. These are the target demographics that make up the majority of the numbers of working class Americans. And unfortunately, these are also the people who get hit the hardest by the taxpayers dollars. You know, when we're talking about paying taxes, who pays taxes? Well, that's the working class and working poor class, particularly, who makes up for those taxes breaks that the rich are constantly receiving. And so we know, of course, the trickle down economic plan is a failure. And there's a whole nother conversation on the day for that. But we have been doing well in our groundwork. We have been door knocking in our public housing communities, our residential lower income districts and zip codes. And we have been able to generate quite the conversation around what our needs look like in our city. Our lights are too damn high. If you know any about the housing market data, Knoxville is one of the most expensive cities in America right now. And the unfortunate issue we're dealing with is that we're losing Knoxville native demographic daily, and we're being replaced by out-of-town transplants who are moving to our cities with cash money offers on the table and basically pricing us out. So we're dealing with a real economical violence issue in the current administration in the way that they're rolling out their so-called plans for growth and development and revenue for our city. And the other big issue, of course, we already know poverty is directly correlated to crime. So we are with a gun violence situation. We just recently, a few weeks ago, had a youth bring not one but two guns to a rec center, the YMCA. I'm sure everybody across America got YMCAs in their neighborhoods. And he ended up shooting a fellow youth. And we have this violence interruption program that we spent millions of dollars on, but it's not transparent. We don't really know who the violence interrupters actually are or who the members are, supposedly a part of the street team. We are not getting clarity on what models and data success and those types of metrics of marks that we need to see to say that this is something we can really do in our particular community. And more importantly, when we ask for the partnerships of the community-based relationship for the grassroots outreach, we're dealing with an administration that continues to resist that particular narrative, or more importantly, like tokenize this space and choose those who are basically bowing down to her regime versus putting the priorities and the needs of the community first. And so these are the multiple reasons, again, why I am running for my mayorship in Knoxville. We are a city in crisis. We do have serious problems. And more importantly, the answers that we've gotten for the last 4.5 years of these particular matters has been the ignoring and dismissing of our voices, the criminalization of our communities, and more importantly, continuing to disenfranchise and more importantly, gentrify us and push us out of our neighborhoods. And so at this point, for Knoxville, for those of us who are understanding the urgency of the matter, there is only one name and one name only to pick on this particular ballot, and that is Constance Sebri.
All right, Constance, look, if I could vote there, I would, but listen to this though. Rodney says, on God, I've told my Knoxville folks about you. My motto is we all we got. Okay. So if you don't know, All Hustle No Fear is out here pushing your name. We telling folks, you see I done posted, reposted. I'm letting folks know. Make sure you repost it, send it out. Tell them to watch the video. I'll repost the link to that interview in my stories today so that we can get that moving and circulating. But I wanted to hold it until it got closer because I wanted you to have that extra push again. You know what I'm saying? That interview. And let me say this too. So before you came on, I Googled you all through YouTube or whatever, and it was a story with you on the news. It was you with this other man. You did an interview with him, and then it might have been one other thing up there. If you Google your name now on YouTube, look at the stuff that they pulling up. And I was like, the first thing that came out my mouth was, oh, India trying to smear folks now. I don't like this.
Yeah.
It wasn't none of that stuff up there about you. Now all of a sudden it's pulling up stuff. And I said, wait a minute. Why y'all post this all of a sudden?
Oh yeah, the discredit campaign is on. I mean, again, historically, Black people, this is nothing new to us. We know that when our Black leaderships or the Black voices speak of empowerment, speak of our concerns and prioritize those concerns. And more importantly, we call out the racism, white supremacy, the hierarchy infrastructure that really actually creates this unfortunate oppression and systemic situations that we're dealing with. We know the discredit campaign is coming down the way. I mean, they did it to Al Sharpton, they did it to Martin Luther King, they've done it to Malcolm X, they did it to Patricia Lumbumby, they did it to Marcus Garvey. I mean, the list is long and forever carrying. That particular issue, we're talking about an incident of 2021, October 6th. I'll never forget it. Dear Black people, something that we deal with. It was really a customer service complaint that was basically criminalized by the white staff. They end up basically calling the police on me, claiming that I had a gun and was going to shoot up the place and all kinds of crazy things, really put my life in danger. The sad part is one of the officers that actually responds to the scene is a known Black person killer. He killed Andre Stinson, Scott Kofi, the cop who stops me in that video. If you have watched any of the stuff they put out on
no, I'm not going to get him no spins.
Right.
I ain't gonna get him no play. I ain't even watch it.
Because that's how you're supposed to do it. Exactly.
Yeah, no, you ain't gonna get my view.
Right.
I knew it was when I saw it because it wasn't up there 6 weeks ago.
Right.
It wasn't up there. It was not up there 6 weeks ago. And for it to be something that happened, like you said, in 2001, if y'all posting it just now, it had to be. I read it for what it was before I even had to see what.
Right.
Yeah. Look, black folks know what it is without having to talk about it.
That's the beauty of it. Their supposed smear campaign has failed terribly. Overall, a lot of people have peeped game on it. It was like, yeah, we know what this is about. But the truth be told, long story short, yeah, this was an old incident. It was from 2021. So I do want to clarify that it's 2 years old. But this is also in the same year that the Knoxville Police Department murdered Anthony Thompson Jr. And I led wave after wave after wave of protesting in this city at the front door steps of our local government, all of them from the county and city side. And as well as the fact the location where Namas is located is in the downtown business district, where a lot of the white folks like to gather, eat, and, enjoy themselves. They isolate themselves from our issues as not their issues. But I made sure to disturb their peace redundantly during that time frame from April all the way up to about October or so. And so this was a ploy and a plot attack in multiple ways. It was a collective of folks who are upset with my presence of calling out the city about Anthony Thompson Jr. And really holding some fans to the fire, some accountability around that young boy's death, because it's inexcusable that they murdered that child in that high school. And since Anthony Thompson Jr.'s murder, we have seen a few other incidents at the white schools. But you know what the difference is between them white kids that brought them guns and Anthony Thompson Jr.? They're alive to tell their story. And Anthony Thompson Jr. has been in a box now for 2 years and counting. And so, yes, there is a lot of reasons why you are going to see these attempts of this smear campaigning. But that has not foreshadowed me, or more importantly, dismotivated me or discouraged me. I'm actually more empowered and more motivated by it, and even more eager to get on stage.
Because they only attack you, they only swing at you if you're a threat. Now,
exactly.
Yeah, if they wasn't swinging at you, now you got to be worried, because it's like, nah, I'm right here. I'm right here. But because you don't swing at gnats.
Yeah,
you don't swing at gnats.
Make sure to send you an interview I did with Ron Williams. He's also a Black podcaster like yourself. He's on a platform called the Tennessee Progressive League. They dropped that story, so that's what we know too. That story's been running now for almost 2 to 3 months. So you can see the views and likes and other things. It's not getting a lot of traction because, again, like you said, people are over the nonsense in general, and we're not going to fall for the same old dog politics and tricks. We're just past that point now. You've done it too many times. You pulled the same card over and over again, and people are starting to see that the voices that challenge the regime are the ones that they normally try to run these types of games against. So it's played out at this point. So I am excited to see that the heightened awareness and consciousness of the people in general is growing, that these type of ploys are not as successful as they used to be in the past. But the concern is that, as you said before, they're still trying to find ways to smear my campaign, and this is not demotivating me. Like it is only increased the energy around it, because like you said, we're seeing them swinging at us, and so we're like, oh, we're a big boy threat here, which is good. We need to be that threat, and more importantly, we need to, again, like I said, continue to raise the issues, and that's what I will not stop doing. And we're going to talk about humane crimes. No one cares about a 2-year-old case that was really stimulated from protesting about a young boy's murder, that, again, this current administration that we're talking about right now that I'm challenging failed to appropriately address and hold accountable the individuals for that young boy's murder. And so that's the difference between me. And I feel like that's a relation right now with Atlanta population. You are dealing with Cop City. Andre is wrong for what he has done. He has definitely been deceptive and deceiving in his practice and applications of what he said he's going to do with the budget versus what really rolled out. But this is, again, what I'm talking about. We are sick of this as the people. And as I want people in Atlanta and anyone that can hear my voice and anyone dealing with this issue that we're dealing with in Knoxville, just like in Atlanta, we are sick of leadership who does not listen to our voices. We are the voters. We're the ones who decide who holds these seats. We are the constituents that they vet year in and year out on election season. But ironically, when they take those seats, the only voice they seem to be able to hear are the lobbyists with the checkbooks. And so for all voters moving forward, you need to vote people-based candidates. Does your candidate live in your neighborhood? How often do you see your candidate at the grocery store or the park or just local spaces in general? And I'm telling you right now, if you do not see these people, unless it's election season or some public vetting where they're trying to take public land and use taxpayers' dollars for it, then you better be realizing the facts. And that is that person does not represent you nor your voice, and you need to put them out, and you need to find representation that does do these things. I keep telling folks, politics climate is getting ready to change. We're getting ready to stop falling for the suits and the rich guy with the checkbook. And we are going to start saying, no, the single mother needs to be the one in that seat. The bus driver or the public transportation provider needs to be in that seat. The cafeteria lady who serves the lunch line needs to be in that seat. The guy who works at KU or your local municipality, your utility company needs to be in that seat. You know why? Because these are the people who live like us. These are the people that have to pay the taxes and the bills like us. These are the people that have the same struggles as we when it comes to, are we going to pay this light bill, put food on the table, or pay for Jimmy's football fees? These are the people who are us, and we need to start voting for us leadership and no more of the rich guy in his smooth tailored suit, his $3,000 French Taylor suits, talking about he gonna understand our needs. No, you don't, sir. And that's why I told folks that when you talk to people like Donald Trump and others about gas being too high, they don't understand that. You know why? Because they pay for
pay for no gas.
They pay for jet fuel, right? And so
they ain't paying for no gas.
Right.
They don't know how much eggs cost. They ain't bought no eggs.
Right. So talking to these people about affordability is insane in itself because they literally cannot relate. And so that's what's important now. That should be the conversation. And like you said before, smear campaign, no smear campaign. It's not going to stop me from speaking the truth. That's what does matter.
Awesome. I appreciate you for tuning in and showing up and showing out. Please let everybody know one good time where they can find you, how they can vote for you, and all that good stuff. Because like I said, I got your back, Jack. And if you could do me a favor, just drop in my DM. And if there's any other people that need to be on my radar, whether they're in Tennessee or not, if there's anybody else that needs to be on my radar, drop them in my DM so I can start, creating this conversation around the country, what I'm saying? And really giving those other people a voice, because it is election season and it's a lot of people that are coming up that are trying to do something for the people and not for themselves. And so, I definitely want to be a part of that train. So how can we vote for you? How can not vote for you? Because we know how we can vote for you, but how can we support you if we can't vote for you, and let everybody know the dates and everything that they need to know of what's going on? Go for it.
Definitely. So one last quick snippet to that. I just want to point out people like your boy Tim Scott and them. Remember, black faces, high places. Everybody that's skin folk ain't kin folk. Out too. So we got to have our P's and Q's up. So I just want to point that out as well. Yeah, don't fall for them blackface white supremacy either. So moving forward, that's why we got to find our candidates, right? So yes, my name is Constance Every. I am running for mayor of Knoxville 2023. This is a historical campaign. This is our story campaign. We're dealing with a city for 115 years from its founding fathers to date has never, and I'm gonna say that again, has never, it's 2023, 114 years, has never elected a black person to the mayor seat. And more importantly, when we take this seat, it'll be double history because it'll be black and it'll be a black woman taking the seat. Knoxville has never done neither one of the two things. And so therefore, this is an our story race. Yes, if you're in Knoxville, if you know people in Knoxville, anybody in Knoxville City's district, because we do have a city and county, so we're talking about the city, anybody in Knoxville City district, we need that vote. Like I've been telling everyone in their home, I need your vote plus one. So I need a 2 vote per household voting margin. And we need to make that happen because we're not going to win this seat without the people that matter the most, which is our voters and our taxpayers. So that's, yes, for my ex-cons and convicted felons. That's you too. You have the greatest power. You can influence the vote. You know why? Because people are literally going to vote on your behalf. So if you're ex-con, ex-felon saying, oh, there's nothing I can do, yes, you can. Go tell grandmama. Go tell granddaddy. Go tell auntie. Go tell uncle. Tell brother, whoever, tell everybody you know who to vote for on your behalf, which should be Constance Every. We are rolling into our opening season. Early election, August 9th. I believe it's from August 9th to August the 21st. Election day, August 29th. Registration deadline, July the 31st. So that means from now going to the 31st, the last day, midnight 31st is the last day you can register to vote. We need our 18-year-olds, all them high school, college graduates. I need you to register to vote, and you need to hit that ballot and vote. Young people, you're some of the greatest margin of voters that will shift a narrative so fast and so quickly in the election if you just go check that ballot. I will be the first name on the ballot. That's right. It's in alphabetical order. And Constance every E comes before everybody else in the line, which stands for everyone, because that's what this platform does. It includes and acknowledges everyone. We have homeless people. We have elderly people. We have disabled people. We have parents with special needs children. We have people that are inaccessible to food and medical deserts. We have people that are living in poverty rates below the poverty line. I mean, it's long list of people who are in need, and that's who I'm talking to. I'm talking to the in need demographic. I'm not talking to the folks who's well represented by their parties or are able to use their socioeconomical background. I'm talking about those people who feel like they have nothing or no one, or more importantly, no voices heard from their group when it is raised, because we are always told that we don't matter, or we don't have enough money, or we're getting what they were willing to give us. And so therefore, I'm talking to the marginalized, under-resourced, and underserved demographic particularly. I am your candidate. I am your representation of your candidate. How do you find me? Tennessee for everyone. That's why I also hopped on the call. My girl's jacking it up. So it is TN as in the state of Tennessee, the number 4 as in 1, 2, 3, 4. Every EVERY. That is everybody, everyone, every place, and every people. 1 and the number 1.com. Tennessee for everyone. That's my website with all my platform, all my social media, how you can contact me if you want to send words of encouragement, upliftment, whatever it may be. And of course, if you want to donate, that is the best thing you can do. That's always the best factor you can do. If you don't live in my city and you cannot give me a vote, then the next best thing you can do is drop me $1 or $2 to help support the campaign as we make a historical run for this seat. And again, my name is Constance Every, Mayor of Knoxville 2023. I appreciate you. All hustle, no fear.
Awesome. Thank you, baby. I appreciate you, and keep doing what you do. Okay.
All right, love. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. All right, y'all. We about to go ahead and keep this thing thang-a-langing. So look, I gotta play these music videos real quick because I know y'all want to see who won this contest, and so that's what we about to go ahead and do. This song right here, I'm gonna play a song first. So if you're listening, contest winner or contest winner's brother, because I heard the brother out there watching too. If you listening, there's a link in the comment section. I'm about to repost it again. Click that link. I'm playing your music video next. All right. This is All Hustle No Fear on Hits 92.3, the real definition of internet radio. When you come back, we are talking sexy science. Let's go.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. This is All Hustle No Fear on Hits 92.3. And every morning you wake up with us because we rock your mic.
Mm-hmm. How big is your mic, Sunshine?
Big enough to interview you with.
Hey, it's your main man, International Jones, inviting you to meet my main man,
Dubs of Hash,
as he does Rosewood for you. You know, everything gonna be extra groovy, like a big booty there to move it. Trust me, and I know you can dig it like 4 shovels, but I want you to sit back and roll them thick, like a chick, and all she eat is grits. Had the nerve to raise pigs. I know somebody heard me. Hey, Dubs, I want you to do your thing. I know what it is, but show them what it ain't. Get to it.
Good day to be alive, come through flying. Seats lean back, and I smell it like pine. Damn, shawty, she a dime, I can't even lie. Shawty so bad, she complimenting my fly. Caramel thick thighs, all the nigga wanna. Us and we ducking that Corona. Wake up, miss calls, miss texts. All I what could go next, no stress. Wake up, it's 5. Gon' need them seats right back. I teach your bitch how to act. We board in place, no regret. I didn't know it's what to say. Hey, hey. Wake up in the morning, it's 5 a.m. Miss calls, miss texts, I ain't even stressed. Last night a nigga, I was on my flicks. Southside shit, yeah, Jamaican lounge. Smoking the pound, Southside Atlanta, that's how it go down. Yeah. with your girl flipping the stimulus. From nothing to something, then we gon' go home and have sex. That's a good day, stay free to live. I'm always happy to get paid. Roll it up, yeah, it's a blessing, yeah. I want the side and the extras, yeah. Try to fit you in my schedule, yeah. Hey, good day to be alive. Come through flying, seats lean back and I'm smelling like pine. Damn, shot she a dime, I can't even lie. Shot her so bad, she complimenting my fly. Caramel thick thighs. Hot nigga wanna hustle, and we dunking that Corona. Wake up, miss call, miss text. All I work could go next, no stress. Wake up, it's 5 in the morning. M6 right back. Yeah, I teach your bitch how to act. We bought them planes, no regret. I didn't know it's what to say. Yeah.
Like Khloe Kardashian face. Finding all the ways to dodge or dismay. I've been through the fire flames, etc. They came and went involved in these combustions like I'm blazing. Can't amazing when I'm catching on. They missed the beat, but now they catching on. I bring the heat, but I got a curve, a call to catch her off. Another sign to sit, another line drop, ringing off, clear the base. Finna roll with pitches like I'm Carl Croft. This a wonderful life. I come alive with the stars, but what I run from the night. Sci-fi ghosts, turn the cake off TV rolls. TNT, the bomb when this CD blows. It's like everything I ever wanted is coming, I promise. But I'm lying, son of game like Austin in his prime. Justin Jefferson, Jamar chasing all my goals like I'm teed up. Check me or I gritty in the zone like. Fly at the sky, I'ma shine like a star do. Gotta make plays, run it up like a boss do. Pull strings like a boss do. Heavy as the hand, hold the crown as I walk through. Fly as the sky, I'ma shine like a star do. Gotta make plays, run it up like a boss do. Pull strings like a boss do.
It's the boss, the Mac, smelling like some pack, coming through the back, and they going crazy when we running. This ain't that. But that ain't this, me and Joey like Kobe Shaq. Hey man, this 4 summers running, we ain't never gon' stop running shit. Bench players talking, knowing all they do is run and sit. I've been having dreams, it's me, Hakeem with double colorness. Had to sit back and let this rap shit get fun again. Oh dog, I'm back but I ain't never leave. The same nigga just came back in here with better weed and some cheddar cheese. Tell him check the board. I don't know how many times I told him check the score. Trying to scratch me out the records like I'm Reggie B. How they gon' try to steal the swag when I'm already me? We catching plays like Randy Moss, it ain't false. If you wanna learn, I can show you how to be the boss.
Fly at the sky, I'ma shine like a star do. Gotta make plays, run it up like a boss do. Pull strings like a boss do. Heavy as the hand, hold the crown as I walk through. Fly as the sky, I'ma shine like a star do. Gotta make plays, run it up like a boss do. Pull strings like a boss do.
Put one in the head, run, shot it.
Chill. You wanna get up in the time, bitch. If you can hold that pretty thing off the side of that bed, I'ma work it how you give it to me. Ay. If you can put both of your legs behind your head, I'ma work it how you give it to me. Ay. If you can lay on your side, open both of your thighs, I'ma work it how you give it to me. Ay. You gonna enjoy this ride, girl, you got damn right, I'ma work it how you give it to me. Ay, if you can hold that pretty thing off the side of that bed, I'ma grab you by both of your hips, rub them lips with the head. Ooh, I'm a certified step of the dick, gon' fuck with your legs. I think that bitch came from New Orleans, she said my dick was yeah. She get on top of me and ride, and I like how she move. It feel too good, I'm about to bust, I try to stop her from moving. That's when she pulled me hella deep and did that thing with a cool. I couldn't do nothing but let her, the bitch know what she doing. Ooh, I'm a freak, baby. I need some pussy in this dick ate all week, baby. Every week, baby, she lay on the side and put her leg behind her head. I smile from ear to ear and try to stick her in the chest. She didn't fuck with other niggas, but she say my shit the best. I don't know if she was lying, but shit, I like the way she said it. Every time I get behind her, she be running like I'm Freddy. She can feel it in her stomach, the dick got her feeling bread. If you can hold that pretty thing off the side of that bed, I'ma work it how you give it to me. Ay. If you can put both of your legs behind your head, I'ma work it how you give it to me. Ay. If you can lay on your side, open both of your thighs, I'ma work it how you give it to me. Ay. You gonna enjoy this ride, girl, you goddamn right. I'ma work it how you give it to me. Ay.
Ain't wasting no more time up in the bitch that I had. I'm focused on future reference, gotta lead them in the past. Don't judge her by her income, she get into a bag. She tried to fuck me on the first night, I'ma say no, knowing damn what I wanna smash. Got me thinking different now, fuck last and just smash and pass them to the bro. She tell me to go deeper, but I'm too heartless trying to snatch her soul. It's no problem by no bitch if she ain't wifey, that's what we do to her. Mess around and hold that little thing off the bed, we end up on the floor. But I've been fucking with this gangster chick, ayy, but it's mighty with me, that's who I'm hanging with. I'm a free baby, I eat that pussy, I'll wake you from a sleep, baby. No days off, I'm hitting it 7 days a week, baby. She soaking wet, I'm trying to come stop her leak, baby. Don't worry about this stick, I'm toting them in the streets, baby. They'll never know what we got going, I'm low key, I'm low key, I'm low key, I'm low key.
If you can hold that pretty thing off the side of that bed, I'ma work it how you give it to me. Ay. If you can put both of your legs behind your head, I'ma work it how you give it to me. Ay. If you can lay on your side, open both of your thighs, I'ma work it how you give it to me. Ay. You gonna enjoy this ride, girl, you goddamn right. I'ma work it how you give it to me. Ay.
That song, it got a little bite to it. She gonna work it while she give it to me. That what he said, right? Y'all know I'm a mom. I mess up the words wrong at the first part, but I'm gonna get him right. Shout out to LA Clay and his brother. I don't know the brother's name. For real. Hold on, wait. Let me see. Did he say his brother's name? My brother can do the mini interview. He also the one rapping on the video. He didn't say his brother's name neither, so I don't feel bad. Brother, if you out there, you definitely can hit the link and do the little mini interview, but if not, it's cool too. We still played the music video, and I just need y'all to let me know, is this a video that we need to keep playing? Like, do we like this? Is we feeling this? Is this all hustle no fear vibe? You know what I'm saying? And if it is and you liking it, let me know and I keep it in rotation. If you're not feeling it, oh, his name is Sean Gotti. What's up, Sean Gotti? How you doing, baby? Good song. If y'all not feeling it, let me know too. We'll take it out of rotation, but I think I like it, and I veto all of y'all, so that's all it is to it. But I think I like that song. I think I'm feeling it. I'm gonna have to play it a couple of more times. So this is something too. When I do the contest, I never listen to the music or watch the videos during the contest. I let y'all vote because I don't want to be biased. You know what I'm saying? Because if I don't like the song and y'all choose that song and it win, I'm probably gonna be mad. Like, damn, why y'all choose this dumbass song and it sucked. But if it debuts and I get to see it debuted as the winner, I think you gotta be I don't want to put my bias, my cap on it. Okay. So I don't listen to none of the videos. I just post them and play them. I don't know whose video is who, nothing about it until after it makes it to All Hustle No Fear. And that's true talk. So all of these videos that win, they win by y'all, not by me. Period and point blank. So I'll post another set of videos today. And I think the next, because I still have people sending me videos when they see the contest and stuff, but we're not doing music videos. The next contest that we're going to run is going to be for interviews. So be looking forward to that. And yes, if you submitted a song and won, You can still do the music. I mean, if you submitted a music video in one, you can definitely still do the interview contest and win as well. Okay, so stay tuned for that. And if you're not following me, follow me. If you're not subscribe, and all that other stuff, download. Okay. We got a couple minutes left, so I want to go ahead and make sure I do weird science because this one is important, and I want to give y'all some information that y'all need to know. Okay, so parents, parents, I need y'all to watch out for a new drink that we might not have paid too much attention to because, you know, it ain't on our level, but it's hurting our kids. Okay. So energy drinks called Prime. It's an energy drink called Prime. Okay. And this drink is marketed to young people as a way to improve their energy performance. However, this drink can be very dangerous, especially for our children and adolescents. One of the main concerns with this energy drink is its high caffeine content. A single can of Prime contains 300 milligrams of caffeine, which is more than the amount of caffeine in a cup of coffee. Okay. For children and adolescents, this amount of caffeine can be absolutely dangerous. Caffeine can cause numbers of side effects, including anxiety, insomnia, increased heart rate, high blood pressure, seizures, and death. In addition to caffeine, the energy drinks also contain other stimulants such as taurine and guarana. Okay. And one of these stimulants, or one of the things in it, is found in dog poop. I saw it on a TikTok video. They said this got dog shit in it. This come from dog boo-boo, okay? Not to mention, think about it like this, you guys. You do not want your kids drinking 2 or 3 of these in a day and then going out on the field and playing basketball or playing football or doing their 2-a-days or working out in the gym and stuff like that. This is how kids have heart attacks on the field. Okay, so I want y'all as parents, you got to do your due diligence. Yes, they can buy stuff with their own money, but you can definitely let them know that this drink ain't acceptable in my household. And if you did not know about the drink, now you put on game. Okay, don't let your kids have this drink. It's called Prime. I will post it on my page, in my stories, all that stuff, so y'all can see it. But you see it in the convenience store, and I've seen the bottle before. I've never seen my kids drink it, but this is right up there with Takis for me. We don't eat any of those hot flavored foods in my house because, one, you can use that as a makeshift candle and it will burn like a candle. That's bad. 2, that's how you get ulcers. That's how you have stomach digestional issues and everything like that. That red dye number whatever, that's cancerous as well. It has carcinogens in it as well. So that food, you can't have Takis, you can't have hot fries, you can't have hot Cheetos, hot nothing, popcorn, we don't do that at my house. And you're not gonna do this Prime drink either. So hopefully this helps some parents out there who needed to know about it who didn't know. Okay. These stimulants can cause dangerous side effects, especially when combined with caffeine. The American Academy of Pediatrics recommends that children and adolescents avoid these drinks altogether. The AAP also warns that the energy drink should not be mixed with alcohol. Please do not go do them dumbass shits like Jaeger bombs and stuff where you mixing what were them white boys mixing? They were mixing Jaeger with Red Bull. And I was just like, you put a upper and a downer together. Your brain ain't gonna know how to process this motor oil you just drank. Cause what? Anyways, if you don't know who he is, Logan Paul is a social media personality and YouTuber who has been involved in the development and the marketing of Prime. He is one of the 2 co-founders of the company, along with KSI. Paul has promoted Prime on his social media channels and has appeared in advertisements for the drink. Paul's involvement with Prime has been controversial. Some people have criticized him for promoting a drink that contains a high level of caffeine, especially to young people, and others have criticized him for the way that he has marketed Prime, which they say is misleading and irresponsible. In July, this is how serious this is, you guys. In July of 2023, Senator Chuck Schumer called on the FDA to investigate Prime, citing its concerns about the drink's high caffeine content and its marketing specifically to children. And the FDA is reviewing Schumer's concerns. So y'all, please, please, please watch out for that drink. I think people who have older children need to be more concerned. This is something more targeted towards y'all. If you have younger kids, of course, please watch out for it. But definitely, definitely don't let your kids drink this drink and be competing in sports or practice or be at practice and drinking this drink. There are no electrolytes in this drink. This drink is not healthy in any way, shape, form, or fashion. Drink water or Gatorade. Powerade. Hell, I'm okay with you drinking Pedialyte, but don't drink this. Don't drink this. Okay. This is the last story on science, on weird science. Here's the story that you use to try to pick up somebody at the bar. Okay, y'all ready? So you sitting at the bar and you're just like, hold on, let me record this. Oh God, I'm telling you, somebody is going to get a date using my science knowledge and my science facts and stories. Okay. So here's your sexual science story of the day. You can use this story at the bar and try to pick somebody up. Okay. And this is how you do it. You'd be like, have you ever heard of the Aurora Borealis? And they be like, the lights up in Canada and stuff. And you'd be like, yeah. Did you know that they make sounds too? What? They make sounds? Here, let me buy you a drink and we're going to talk about it. Here we go. The Northern Lights, also known as the Aurora Borealis, are a natural light display in the sky predominantly seen in high altitude regions around the Arctic and Antarctic. They are caused by the collision of charged particles from the sun's and the Earth's atmosphere. The Northern Lights are often seen as a beautiful and awe-inspiring sight. However, some people have reported hearing strange noises from the Northern Lights when the Northern Lights are present. These noises have been described as a variety of things, including humming, buzzing, and even roars. The exact cause of the Northern Light sounds is not fully understood. However, scientists believe that they are caused by the same charged particles that cause the lights themselves. When these particles interact with the Earth's atmosphere, they create a variety of electromagnetic waves, including sound waves. The Northern Lights sounds are often described as being very faint and they're not always audible. However, some people have reported being able to hear them clearly and they become quite loud in some cases. The Northern Light sounds are a mysterious and fascinating phenomenon. While we don't fully understand what causes them, they are a reminder of the beauty and wonder of the natural world. Now, my scientific loving ass, I want to go and see and hear the Aurora Borealis before I die. This is one of those things that is on my bucket list of things to do. And I actually found some video of what it sounds like. So listen, you guys, we can hear the lights. Here it goes. Y'all didn't hear none of that? All right. Basically, what I said was, I just taught y'all how y'all can get a whole day off of talking to somebody about the doggone Aurora Borealis. All you got to do is be like, you heard that? That Aurora Borealis, it sounds amazing. So look, how about next year? Me and you, we go see the Aurora Borealis together and go listen to it. There you go. Pickup line. Now you done told the girl that you see a future with her. You want to get to know her better and everything, and you willing to travel. Why y'all don't listen to me? I'm trying to tell y'all people. I'm gonna get you a relationship right here on All Hustle No Fear. I'm gonna find you somebody, and I'm telling you how you do it. You do it with sexy science. That's how. Sexy science. All right, y'all. It's time for me to get out of here. I gotta go. My kids is at the house by themselves, but they don't know it because they sleep. So I'm about to go ahead and run home before they wake up. Y'all, you need to stay tuned to the Hits 92.3 platform because we've got a ton of dope shows coming on today that are absolutely amazing. At 12 o'clock, we've got the Karen the Connector show. After that, at 5 o'clock, we've got the Culturally Dope show. Those two chicks are funny as hell, okay? And I absolutely love them. And later on in the day, we have Real Talk with Brandon, okay? So y'all make sure y'all stay tuned to the Hits 92.3 platform. I just had an amazing idea. Like, it just hit me in the head just now. I'm going to start recording some other people's shows, and I'm going to start playing those as clips on my show so that you can see how dope these other shows are, because I'm that type of person. You know what I'm saying? It's not just all about me. It's about all of us. And Hits has some really dope shows on it. So I'm about to start playing clips of other people's shows so you can, and I know exactly how to do it too, so that you can watch their shows. That's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. I might play a clip a day, and it helps me not to have to talk for so long. See? Bam. Everybody's winning. Y'all, we about to play a quick song to get out of here, and then I'll see you guys tomorrow. And tomorrow is Friday. We try to make it make sense. And what do we do on Fridays too? We go through all of this Instagram shit y'all done sent me. So if you got one, send it up. And until then, I'm just gonna sit here on my bad bitch energy. Ew.
I spent so many nights sleeping on me, but I finally realized I'm all that I need. I'm that girl, been that chick, never needed no one else. I've been that bitch, plenty on my line, a couple on the side. Baby, I'm a dime. Face card don't decline. So tell me what it's giving. Oh, I can tell you're living for this, what you've been missing, boy. Tapping into my bitch energy, bad bitch energy, and my bad bitch energy, bad bitch energy, and my bad bitch energy, bad bitch energy, and my bad bitch energy, bad bitch energy. That pussy got some power, and she can go for hours. Fuck a second minute, they say she can go for days if you allow her. You see beauty in the struggle, pretty through the pain. She's smiling through the bullshit like sunshine through the rain. Can't nobody do it, so she gotta get it done. She working through the night and waking with the sun. Looking in the mirror now, and she knows that she is so much more than the world has to offer. Cup runneth over and body don't quit. Badass bitch, so legit and always on her shit. Been through the most but never been phased a bit. I mean, even her haters hate to admit. Shawty is lit. Bad bitch energy. Bad bitch energy in my bad bitch energy. Bad bitch energy in my bad bitch energy. Bad bitch energy in my bad bitch energy. Bad bitch energy.
I just want to run my business and do ratchet shit with my friends. That's it.